Hi, Doug Burr from Doug Burr's Tackle World here on the Gold Coast with Stuart Grice, one of our faithful employees and a good fisherman.
Sometimes.
Not too bad. Here for this weekend for the report for the 8th and 9th, actually that's the 9th and 10th of March/April.
I don't know, this year's just rocketing along.
I thought it was March, it's April, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to tell you about everything you need to know to get ready for Easter, because this weekend's crap for fishing offshore. So we're going to divert you into next week, okay?
However,
yes.
there's a very good time for preparation, Doug.
Oh, that's true.
This weekend.
Okay, so well, guys, it's going to be, there's, I think, 3 metre swells on average. You've got 25 knot winds.
Yeah, windy.
Dropping back to about 20 on Sunday, but it's definitely not offshore stuff unless you're really doing it at a big boat and you're just a little bit, maybe like a bit of a...
You'd want to be pretty
keen. Challenge.
Pretty keen.
Yeah, pretty keen.
Yeah.
So guys, stay away from the seaway.
Yeah.
Get your gear ready for Easter, because the mackerel are going to be going crazy, so the snapper and everything else.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is, Stewie, re-rig.
I'll be here. Re-spooling. We've got plenty of leader. We've got the really good stuff. So this is the YGK manufactured one.
Yeah, Japanese.
From Japan.
Yeah.
It's Japanese, good quality, good abrasion resistance.
Yes, so bring your rods and reels in, and we'll spool them up for you if they need respooling. We'll put your leaders on, we'll tie your knots, we'll do everything you can do and think of to make your line ready to go for the long weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, next 3 long weekends.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's hope we get at least Easter in as a good weather one, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but a few things you might need. I believe the spotties, to be honest, because the water by that time after the southerly for the next week will be clearing it up, not too bad. The runoff's starting to slow down. The hens are still dribbling over, but still coming over, but it's getting better. I believe the spotties and like tune will be on everywhere. There'll be bait everywhere.
There's so much bait out there at the moment.
You need this little hand pile of lollies to cast out, and you will smash spotties and tuna with those. You will. So that type of metal, if you can see that. Sorry guys, but yeah, that's them. Make sure you got
long arms.
Make sure you got the deep divers, whether it be Helco, Strata.
Yeah.
Or Stewie's favourite.
Mate, the old faithful coral trout, number 1. Yeah, winner. This one catches them all. We've got plenty.
And it also gets bitten off by wahoo, so you will need wahoo lures.
That's right.
So, guys, there's a lot of wahoo out there, and even I had a guy, one of our customers there the other day in that dirty water, like 2 days after the rain, and got absolutely annihilated on these hard bodies by wahoo. Didn't have any wahoo lures, but they're on wire, ready to go. We've got lots of sort of stuff in the shop, help you out. But it's a weekend to get ready for your gear. Get it all ready for offshore for the next week. Got snapper on the bite, definitely everywhere, 24s, 36s, 50s, pearlies on the bite out wide. The current's not too bad. The deep dropping's been incredible. A lot of flame snapper, bar cod, big kings out the deep, kings and amberjack on the 50s, northeast, east, and down off on Tweed on the deep southern. Jigging's been the go, slow pitch and fast. We had a custom weighed one recently, 36 kilo.
Yeah, it was big. It was a big fish.
Big amberjack. Yep. So just get ready for it, guys, but make sure your gear's all ready, and all you have to do is just jump in the boat and off you go.
That's it.
Next weekend, not this one.
Not this one.
Yep. Okay, spanner crabs, I haven't heard they're around, but I reckon they'll be there. No one's really tried because I think they've gone out into clean the water, which is out a long way out, and they will come back in again. As every fish does when it gets better. Yeah. But at the moment it's the mackerel there, but they're just sitting there sulking. They're down the bottom. You'll see when they sound, they're stacked up every time we go out there. But they will start to bite, I reckon, this week, and the snapper are definitely on. Okay, so we'll skip past that and go to the inshore.
Inshore. The seaway normally fishes pretty good with this big swell. It is dangerous. You need someone driving your boat and one person fishing or 2 people fishing. You need to keep an eye on it. It will be rough, it will be dangerous, but flicking like the metal lures like Doug showed before into the washers, plenty of, you get good tailor this time of year on these big swells, and mate, lots of dart. I like dart.
Stewie's dart. Good fun though,
it's good fun.
Yep.
But, and trevally, all of that type of thing. There's lots of bait in the seaway at the moment.
But my recommendation is make sure your boat's sound, your motor starts straight away, doesn't take a while to crank over.
Leave your motor running.
And don't go into the sea where it's running out tide. No. That would be my case.
Run in.
Up the end, run in only. Yep. And if you break down, you're going to drift that way and not that way.
Correct.
And just be careful of the bar. It's going to be cracking, I think. Yep. I haven't checked it today, but I think
apparently it was cracking today. So
was it? Yep. Yeah. Okay. So otherwise, drift the seaway from on the run in from the pipe around to the front of wave break along that bottom, Charlie bottom there. Squire, flatties, flounder, trevally, sweet lip, everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, snapper.
Yep.
And then maybe head up towards the flats, back at Crab, or further up Jumping Pin Way around Gold Bank and Banana Bank and all that sort of area. And I would be using, these are new from Shimano, little Bantam 99
Yeah,
story.
they are.
Yeah.
Bantam 99, of course, Doug stitches me up and gives me the pink one, but I like pink.
Well,
Pink's a good colour.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. If they'd done an orange one, I reckon that'd be even better, but
But
pink's good.
They're a jointed lure and they've been selling really well and working really well on all species.
Yeah.
Definitely bent minnows, another thing to look at as well. They are really good. Up on the flats, or you troll the flats with something small, Stewie, like this type of thing here.
Yeah, that type of thing there.
Yeah.
Even that little colour there.
Yeah.
And if you're going to troll for flatties, just in gear, very slow.
Yeah, very slow, even in and out of gear. Watch your sound time for weed beds. Lift your rod up as weed coming. You're generally in about 1.5 metres of depth, or a bit less. And if you see the weed come up, lift your rod up, weed goes away, drop your rod back down. Very slow trolling, and just working your rod, jerking it as you're going.
Yeah, and that whips the weed off, and it gives the flatties a chance to pounce on it when it pauses.
Yeah, and once the tide gets off the bank, fish where it flows off the bank into the deeper channels. I'll be using vibes. I don't mind these sort of colours here, greens. That little fish one there is a very, very good colour. Stu, you got your colours there, mate?
You've stitched me up again. Well,
Not
of course,
really. You picked off
it's
the wall.
the perfect coral trout colour and a pink one. And I'll tell you what.
If that one works, I'm going to probably do something with my eye with a knife.
Tell you what, this is going to smack them. Mark my words. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I like normally casting is power bait prawns.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. They're one of my favourite lures for casting for flatties at the moment, and just a little hop. But this new one from Jackson, it's a Japanese lure company which we do a lot of. Fantastic lures. They've got this new range, but the colours are something I haven't seen before. This prawn is very similar to some other prawns with the legs on, if you can see that style there. But the colour, if you can see that colour there are a lot of colours. There's about probably 6 colours that are just colours that fish haven't seen before, I haven't seen before, and I don't mind it.
I think they're going to be a very good fish catcher.
Yeah.
Very good. But we'll just quickly get one out real
Hold
quickly.
up close, see if you can get around the other side there, buddy.
Look at that. I'll just break those little arms off. It's perfect.
And the back side of it, yeah. You just know they're going to smash it.
They're going to smack it.
Yeah.
That rigged on like a little 1/6 or a quarter.
163, I reckon, yeah.
Pop it off the bottom and you'll just be reeling in those flatties.
And
That's the idea.
The other look goes very well to fuse in the doctors and again Stewies, like this one. Yeah. Okay. But flatties, guys, seriously this weekend, get around that area around the pin there, Gold Bank, up in the flats, throw cast lures or troll back towards Tipler's Way on top of the banks there between Tipler's and the Measure 1 Mile, all those little islands there amongst that area, or fish the Tipler's Channel or around Millionaire's Row and stuff like that with the plastics.
Yeah.
That would be my go. Whiting in both of the lagoons at the end of South Strait there,
Yes,
Stuart?
yeah, so on the run-in tide preferably,
Yep.
that first push of the run-in or the last of the run-out.
Yep.
When they're up in the shallow stuff, just throw unweighted yabbies and they'll be all over it.
Yeah,
And there's some pretty good sized fish there too.
and same down the back of wave break, same scenario.
Yep.
Okay, prawns. I went prawning yesterday up at Redland Bay where the barge comes in. We're just out front. If you take your boat to the boat ramp there, I can't remember the name. It's called like Willem's boat ramp or something.
Yeah, something
Whatever
like
it
that.
is there at Redland Bay. But you go about 1 minute from the boat ramp and you're prawning, and you'll see the boats. And they're really nice sized prawns. They're really clean prawn. We got about 8 kilo between the two of us, which is plenty. And running there for a couple of hours in the middle of the day. But if you have the chance tomorrow, I believe you might get them late tomorrow afternoon, but Sunday I think it'll swing to a morning prawning session because the tide works better in the morning than in the afternoon. So you need to get there at daylight on Sunday morning. I reckon you might smack a few big prawns.
And when you say the tide works better, Doug, what's the favourable tide?
Favourable tide is high, but generally 2 hours after high, same as fishing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, first 2 hours of run out. But that would be my go. Mud crabs, they're still out front of most of the rivers and creeks, but they are heading back up again. This is their second time going back up again because they've been flushed out twice.
Yeah.
So I always seem to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time, but they're going back up the rivers. So maybe try your haunts up up the river a bit this time, or halfway up the river. They'll be in some of the holes around there somewhere, in all the rivers. Mangrove Jacks have been not too bad. There's been still a few in the canals, even though the water's not clean. It is clean actually, it's clear, but it's dirty at the same time, if that makes sense. So the Mangrove Jacks have been not too bad. Stu, these new lures from Z-Van.
Yeah, the new Hercules.
Hercules.
Probably named after me. Nah, not. I really like the natural colours with your jacks. The white's really good. It stands out. See, white's not a bright colour. It's not a natural colour. It's kind of in between. Works really well if the water's clean or dirty. That's the
original. Actually, the original evil colour from Squidgy was that sort of colour. And it's now brought out by a few other brands.
Very good. It's got that purple sheen to it.
Yep.
And
it's like
bad
a mullet,
shad.
Yeah, mullet colour. That's a really good colour actually.
It's a really good colour. Casts a good silhouette in that little bit of coloured water.
So the jacks have been not too bad, but they will be around the seaway as well. But just be careful in that north wall, the big swell and the big waves and whatever else happening. Stewie, up the dam. Have you heard much about the dam?
Man, I haven't heard of a lot.
It's been closed off a little bit with the dam going over, but it may be open now. You need to check. I tried to check if I could find anywhere, but I couldn't find out where to find if the gates are open to put your boat in. If you got a kayak, obviously you just chuck it off the car and go down. But preferably start at the back of the dam because it's still going over the spillway. You don't want to get sucked down there.
No.
But the bass will be there. There'll be Saratoga there. I'll be fishing probably surface stuff.
Been
like
a lot of toga.
Yeah.
The little cicadas work very well after all of this rain, and fish them over like the newly covered grass areas. Yeah. All in those fresh trees with branches on them and stuff.
Early morning, late afternoon when all the bugs start flying around.
Yep.
And I definitely give these ice jigs a go. This is a new range of ice jigs, about 10 colours in them.
Yeah.
What are they called, Stu?
They are called a ice jig butterfly.
Oh, okay.
Butterfly ice jig. There you go. But they've got actually a little wing. I don't know if you'll
It actually flaps like a butterfly.
It flaps.
Yeah. So when it sinks, the wings come out, it deploys.
Yeah.
And then it glides. And that's how they work. When you're on the bottom, you just lift it up. The wings lift up as it glides back down again. And you sort of hop in the bottom, lifting up and down. That's how you use ice jigs. So they work quite well. They've got a hook either end and one in the middle.
Really good thing. Easy for the kids to use if the kids are in the kayak or the boat as well with you.
The more woven around they do, the better they work.
Exactly right. Yeah.
But guys, this weekend, unfortunately the weather's, as we said, it's not the best. It's okay for broadwater and that. I'll go and chase some prawns or crabs. But if you're going offshore, I will be getting your gear ready for next week and long weekend, which we'll do the report on Thursday next week, and we'll have all the goss because I'm going to go at Wednesday. You're going to go at Wednesday, Stu?
We're going to try.
We're going to go together. Maybe. We might go do a bit of deep water fishing. I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Bag out the mackerel on the way out first.
Easy.
Okay.
Only if we take the coral tray out.
Real quickly, the mackerel paper that's out at the moment. I'd look at it, guys. It's up to you guys how you want to fill it out, but my suggestion would be to probably print it off and write on it and then send it back with your comments rather than their comments, because the answers are sort of a little bit going their way.
Persuaded in their
they're not the answers that we would like to hear a lot of the time. And you've only got those multiple choices. If you don't fill it out, won't let you submit. So print it off, hand write it, and then send it. Might be the way to do it.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyhow, we've got to try and hold our ground. We're all farmers of the sea. We all believe we know what's right. Most of us do the right thing. A few black sheep in the party, but you can't do much about those guys at bar trying to catch them out. But for the rest of us, we know it's our future, so we're not going to be that stupid and rape it.
Yeah.
So we know what it's like. Anyhow, there's other agendas on the market. And unfortunately, when the mackerel start, then there'll be other fish. There'll be redfish, coral trout, red emperors, nanagai, and the list will go on and on all over Queensland, and they'll just end up making it hard for all of us. So we don't want that to happen. We want our kids to fish.
Yeah, and try not to just throw it in the too hard basket. You need to have a say. You've got the opportunity, and I think, as Doug said, we all need to kind of band together and voice our opinion. We are quite a large population, fishing community, Australia-wide, but
It's passed all over Facebook, both good and bad comments, but you will see that link to what we're talking about for the mackerel submission paper.
Yes.
Okay, that's about it, I think, Stuart.
Yeah, and next Wednesday.
Okay, next Wednesday we've got a seminar on catching tuna.
Yes.
So we're going to be concentrating on, it's a lot of the yellowfin tuna at the moment. So
there's a lot,
Yeah, so we're going to be doing about trolling skirts, about pitching out stick baits and poppers, mainly stick baits, cubing, and metals as well, and how to do it, where to go, and what to look for and that sort of stuff, and covers from in close tuna to a little bit out wide tuna. And then we've got the next seminar the next week, which is the week after. That one's on Wednesday night. Then back to the Thursday nights again after Easter. We're doing snapper on lures.
Yep.
So we've got snapper on. We're going to be doing
jigs.
Yep.
Plastics.
Yep.
Like soft vibes, all that type of stuff.
And Lacanus, like octopus type jigs.
Yep.
Anything to do with lures anyhow. For snapper we'll be covering, and that'll be from fishing in like 20 metres deep out to 200 metres deep, or 250, the whole lot. So we'll cover everything, and that'll be a great one actually.
It will.
And then the week after that, we're doing snapper again, but we're going to be doing bait on baits.
Yeah.
So covering.
Yeah, float lining.
Yep.
Just paternoster bottom fishing.
Yep.
Live bait, dead baits.
Yep.
All of the above.
Yep. And the main thing I want to teach you guys is how to understand your sounder and GPS and putting yourself right on the spot.
Yep.
That's the most important thing that you need to learn before you even drop a line of water. So we'll cover all that as well.
Yep.
Yep. On both those, on all those three actually. Yeah. Seminars. But anyhow, until then, it's Doug Burt, Stu Grice, and all the staff here at Tackle World. Welcome to follow us on our Facebook, follow us on our YouTube page, Doug Burt's Fishing Channel, and also on our Instagram. Please like it, send it to your mates, and watch and learn from what we teach you if you don't already know it. We hope to help you out. We're at 8 Centreview Drive at Bigger Waters, just behind Harbour Town off Brisbane Road. See you soon.
See ya.